We have taken the KX Country Clubhouse on the road today to ADA, the Academy here at Universal Music Canada. And I don't have to introduce this icon, Miss Shania Twain. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Look, it's an exciting time for you. We are here for the release of this brand new studio album, Little Miss Twain. Are there still nerves when you release a brand new record?
I'm not nervous about releasing this particular album. I mean, I'm never nervous releasing an album. By the time I've gotten to the end of the project, I mean, this is months and months and months of work. So by the time it's ready to be printed and released, I'm just anxious to share it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit like Christmas morning, waiting and waiting. A lot of anticipation on my side.
Sure. Now,
Yeah.
why Little Miss Twain? Why the title Little Miss Twain? Is this the right chapter for you in your life? Are you trying to get us back to the earlier days, the beginning, or is this a part of you that we haven't met just yet?
No one has much of an idea who Little Miss Twain is. They know the Shania Twain, the grown-up, successful
Right.
artist, but nobody really knows the way she started, the way I started. But Little Miss Twain is actually the way I was often introduced on stage when I was a child. So that is where the actual phrase comes from. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Little Miss Twain.
Excellent. Now, the thing that I've always admired about you is that you've been able to balance, confidence and vulnerability in your songwriting. Did anything surprise you emotionally while making this record? Was there a lyric or maybe a song that you thought, man, I don't think I can let people hear this right now?
I would have felt, a lot of the songs, first of all, that I was writing for Little Miss Twain were songs I'd been writing for many years, little dibbles and dabbles of, with reflecting back to my childhood and where I was from, things that maybe a lot of my fans wouldn't relate to just because they've never been to Timmins, Ontario, or they've never been to the Great White North. And it's I think, a very unique place in the world. Growing up watching the Northern Lights, laying in the snow, and I was dreaming of someday going away and going to sandy, warm beaches somewhere in the world. And I was writing about those dreams, like writing, in Little Miss Twain, the song, I dreamt of riding horses, if I could have afforded it back then. So I was always dreaming about riding a horse on a beach somewhere. And I eventually got there, but I owned my first horse at the age of 30.
Wow. Okay.
So it took me a long time to get, so there's a big gap between, when I actually made it to the journey getting there, which was all the way up to the end of my 20s. That's a long time that people really don't know about what I was doing.
Right.
And I was doing cover songs in bars in Ontario.
So, going back to the very beginning, that first studio album, this album right here, I don't know how long it's been since you've seen this record.
Yeah.
But if the Shania today could go back and say one thing to this Shania, what would she say?
I would say to Little Miss Twain that you will go great places in the world, but you will always miss home. And I've always kept that with me, home. And when I look at the image, the snow and the wolf, I know, my grandmother made the mucklucks, and, it's a real fire, not a prop fire. It's just, these were things that meant a lot to me, who I was, and it really developed my character. It's just that when you go to Nashville from Timmins, Ontario,
Right.
it's a long, long way from your culture. It's a long way from, the food you're used to. Everything is different. So I made a huge leap from where I began, and then where I continued going was only going to take me further and further from my roots.
Right.
And I think I just longed more and more to reconnect with it. And so the best way for me to do that and to really reflect emotionally on things is through songwriting. So these songs all eventually started surfacing over time, and I realized that I had a theme going, and it was all about this, happy reflection on all the wonderful things that I love about my home and where I'm from, and wanting to share that with people that don't know that side of me or my life.
From that debut album to this brand new album, Little Miss Twain, millions of albums sold in between. Shania, thank you so much for spending some time in the KX Country Clubhouse with us.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Pretty awesome, I think.
Right?